Hey guys, CharrChan here, and in this video it's a vlog. Wow! Okay, so I have two commissions right now. Two. This one is one of them and it's almost done. And this is a tail commission. I don't often take on just part commissions or just tail commissions. Usually it's just not really worth my time, you know? But bigger tails like this that have more work to go into them are more worth it for me, so I decided to take this on. The other commission I have going on is a Fursuit mini partial, so that's going to start in a day or so. Just, you know, communication times with the client is a bit difficult because of time zones. Anyway, this tail is an amp wave. I haven't seen many amp wave fursuits or fursuit tails done, and the ones that I have seen have been very different to the approach that I'm taking. So this amp wave tail has a grey, what's it called, like the grey tail part, and then a green headphone jack part. And for the headphone jack part, I decided the best method would be to have a foam base. So it has EVA foam for each end, like that, and then regular 1/2 inch foam for this, so it's kind of squishy. And then at the base here, just so this is extra secure, I have a foam disc in here with an EVA foam strip, like two strips of this thickness, like an inch? Yeah. It's like an inch square of rod EVA foam. Does that make sense? Anyway, that is in there, glued in there, in the foam disc, and then into here, so this shouldn't be going anywhere. As for the tail, for these lines here, I decided that, obviously I talked this through with the client, the best method to get these lines to be visible and clean and uniform would be to sew in fleece strips, just vertically, and have those spaced out down the tail so it's nice and visible, nice and clean, and I think it works really well. I actually got this idea from Pokemon plushies, because the old Pokemon plush used to have this kind of thing for mouths and other details, so that's how I got that idea. So today I'm working on hopefully finishing this tail. It does need some blue fluff adding up here. I don't usually work with faux fur, but because this is just a tail commission I decided I would. But now I'm working on finishing up this tail. So what I have is, I have this part that then has this part on top of it, and then this part goes on top there, and then this will all be covered in this grey, and there's going to be at least a couple of these lines in there as well. So that is where we are with the amp wave tail. I'm very excited about it. You see that jackdaw over there? He is incredibly tame. Oh, his name is Jack, or Jackdaw. I wonder why that would be. He was rescued by a lady nearby and was raised until he was like this old and then released, but he's so tame. My dad was petting him the other day. He really likes it here because we feed all the birds. Okay, so today I don't think I really did as much as I wanted to, but I have. I've put fur or fabric blanket on all of my cylinder pieces that I have remaining left to do. They all need sewing up though, so I'll do that. As for the Fursuit Commission, I talked with my client about fur options, or fabric options, because I don't use fur as such. Turns out I only needed to order one fabric online, which was the teddy fleece that we're going to use for the hair portion of the character. Otherwise, I had in stock already this colour here and this one. This is for the under eyes, like the eye bags. What would you call them? Like under the eyes, under the eyelids. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, and this is for the tongue, and the inside of the mouth is black. And I just need to go and buy some more of this cream blanket. I can't show you this project because it's a secret until after a convention that's coming up soon enough. Anyway, Wave tail should be done in the next few days, hopefully. Just need to finish this end bit, and then the last thing that needs adding is a tuft of fur up here, which I already have the fur for, so that's where we are from today. Oh, by the way, this entire thing, what's it called? It's like an EVA foam rod. This goes through all 3 of these pieces and into this piece, so this tail is going to be sturdy. This is not going to break off if I can possibly help it.
Look at that sweet little girl. Look at that sweet little stick. Oh, it's so cute. She's eating a leaf. Oh, you're so cute. Oh.
Okay, so it's been a bit of a slow day, to be honest. I haven't done too much. Well, I did a bit. It's been a slow couple of days, but anyway. Today I have sewn up all of these pieces, so all of this is done. I was scared that this wouldn't line up very well, but it's alright, it's not too bad. So these are ready to be stuck onto here, but I still need to finish this last seam. So this is almost done, just needs the, this constructing and then the fur adding. Anyway, today I also went into town to buy the cream fabric for Killian, the fursuit I'm making. And I also did a bit of a browse in the charity shops while I was down there, and I did find this nice star fabric. It's just like a, what's it? It's a pillowcase. It's a pillowcase, and I thought, you know what, I could make a fursuit bandana with that. That would be something I could do. So I got that. It was only £1, so why not? But yeah, fabric, and I also, see, my floor is nice and clean right now. I also made the bucket head base for Killian. The client has a 22-inch head, which is the same head head size as me, but I have made it to the 23-inch Ed head just to be safe. Tried this on myself as well, and it's like a nice snug fit, but not like tight, so it fits me well, which is good, because that means it'll fit the client well, and it also fits on Ed head, which means it's a good size that I've made. Anyway, also today my fabric scissors arrived. These are spring-loaded ones, so now I don't have to open the scissors, I have to close them. These are designed for arthritis, but I thought they would help in my tendinitis. So these are regular fabric scissors. These are new ones. I haven't tried them yet, but they hopefully are going to be good. I spent all morning working on the tail, and is that fur? I don't even own white fur. Where did this come from? Like, it's synthetic fur. I don't have any white fur upstairs. I'm really confused. Oh, I know where this came from. It's a scrap of fur from this, as in like from the place that it came from. See, there was like bits of... Okay, mystery solved. But no, I sewed on, or glued and sewed and EVA foam skeletoned this tail tip, and it's all secure and it shouldn't be going anywhere. It seems nice and sturdy. So that is done. Now all I need to do is add some fluff up here. By the way, this is the pattern that I used to make the tail, or made to make the tail. This is my own original pattern, and making this was very like mentally challenging. I mean, not like particularly, but I wanted everything to be very sturdy and not go anywhere, and have like there is an EVA foam rod in here that goes from here all the way to in here, like just one solid rod of EVA foam. So this shouldn't be going anywhere, and all of these pieces are stitched, or glued together and then stitched. So hopefully everything should be nice and sturdy. Yeah. Okay, it's lunchtime, so I'm probably going to finish this tail tomorrow, because right now, after lunch, I want to work on this, which is the head commission, the fursuit mini partial. There we go. So, working on that after lunch. I have no idea what the last thing I filmed was, but I took a few days off just to kind of rest the wrists and such, and spend some time with my family. Anyway, I have put the fur, well, the quote-unquote fur on the head. Here is where we are so far. I will admit it looks a little scary, like if you come down here, like at night it's a little bit scary. I think the eye will need to be made a little bit bigger, but you know, that is just a paper template, so that's fine. Also, I'm not quite happy with the shape around here, but you know, I'll fix that in the actual plastic one, make another paper template. Anyway, aside from that, I had to get a new phone. Let's go and look at that. Okay, let me show you my old phone. This is my old phone. This is a Timmy M13 Pro, and I've had him for 5 years. This phone is ancient in phone years. He would have been good for a few more years, I think at least. Well, unless all the apps stopped working, which they were starting to stop working. I couldn't even do banking on this phone anymore. Halifax stopped working on this phone. Can you believe it? Anyway, point is, got a new phone, and I missed him. He only stopped working because I put him in my bag and heavy things were pressing down on his screen too hard, and his touchscreen now doesn't work anymore. Well, it does, but it ghost types and flicks around the screen, and it's not good. I'm sorry, Timmy. I'm sorry. But, you know, he did really well for a £50 Chinese phone from eBay. You know, ordering one was a bit dodgy, but here he is. He lasted me a very long time. Great phone. Loved it. And I'm very sentimental about it. Okay, that's enough rambling about Timmy. I'm sorry, Timmy, but your time as my phone is sadly over. Oh, that hurts to say. Anyway, here's my new phone. I need to buy a case for it, or I bought a case, it's on its way. It's an Alcatel L3 or 3L, I think. I've set up all my apps, so I'm still setting up some of my apps. This phone is much faster than my Timmy, because it's new, and my Timmy was like incredibly slow apparently. And I can play Pokemon Go again. I can play Pocket Camp again. Timmy ran both of these apps for a little while, but then they got too advanced for it, so you know, these are the only games I ever played on my phone, so I'm not much of a phone gamer. Then I've got my regular apps and stuff. I'm still setting things up. And my lock screen, Julian, that's a bit of a, tradition on my devices. They're all Julian backgrounds, like even my computer, let me show you. You've probably already seen it, but let me minimize. There he is, Julian. So yes, there's my new phone. It wasn't too expensive either. It was like £120, so pretty cheap. So you know, more than twice as much as Timmy, but you know, Timmy was only 50. Also, he's massive. Look how big this phone is. That's a 6-inch screen. I didn't want a 6.5-inch screen, but they only make them that big nowadays, so it was all I could get. But no, I'm happy with it enough. I miss Timmy. I'm sorry, Timmy. He didn't die because of this little crack here. He was fine after that. Miss him. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. I've been rambling about this for 3 minutes. You want to see fursuit things, so let's go and do fursuit things. Okay, here's something funny I can talk about. So my new phone case just arrived, and it's one of those flip over ones, so I can protect the screen when it's in my bag. Anyway, what happened was the buttons had these covers on them. They were like these really thick silicone ones, and I could barely press the buttons. So what I did was I sliced out with my scalpel holes for the buttons, and now I can turn my phone on very easily and turn it off very easily. And I just tried to swipe up even though I just turned it off. Yeah, I'm a bit tired today. Maybe I need another week's break, but you know, I'll see how this week goes. Okay, that's enough phone talk for now. Okay, so this is what I've done today, and I'm really liking it. Oh, I've taken the eye pattern off because I've just made the eye blanks, or I've started with the eye blanks. I still need to sand them and just like finish up the eye hole. This is the paper pattern. The eye blanks are on my other desk. Anyway, so today I was patterning the hair. Killian has like a full head of hair, and we're going to make that out of teddy fleece. I say we, I mean me, I'm making it. with my client's input. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm waiting for my client's feedback on the just, you know, general shapes that they've got here and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really excited. We're using teddy fleece as well. In fact, the teddy fleece is just down here. There it is. Honestly, the only problem with teddy fleece is that it's a dust magnet. This picks up any little bits of fluff, and I'm surprised it hasn't got more fluff on it right now. It looks pretty clean. I mean, I do keep my workstation space clean, but you know, when you're chopping fur like this stuff, little fibres go everywhere, so I'm surprised this is looking clean. Anyway, I've been wanting to use some of this for ages again. My personal suit Triceratops uses teddy fleece, so very happy I'm using it again. Anyway, this suit also may have a full set of teeth like this. Usually I only do a canine on the top and a fang, what was it, the canine and a fang? A fang and a, that is a canine. I got my teeth muddled up. A fang / canine and a molar, that's a molar. But on my last suit, the lioness, it had fangs on, like canines on the top and bottom jaw as well as front teeth and a molar. This suit, the reference image shows like a full set of teeth and like has like a reference of the teeth, so I wanted to try and get them all in there. So I'll see what my client says about that. Honestly, I quite like it. I didn't think I would when I was making all the teeth, but right now I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, I think that's all I have to say for now. Very excited about this hair. It's going to be a challenge, it's going to be a big challenge. I'm also waiting to hear back from my client if they want some magnetic eyelids, because I'll have to do that before the eyes are stuck on. So that's where we are right now. It's been a bit of a slow day just making that hair. So today's job is to paint the mesh and also to finish these eye blanks. They're, you know, a little bit rough around the edges here. I need to take the drill and sand down the insides and the outsides, but you know, that's for later today. Right now I've done a base coat of white acrylic paint on this mesh. This is cross stitch mesh. I don't use this very often because I prefer to use the what do you call them, the stick on car window sunblock mesh. I need to find what those are actually called. Anyway, so I've done my base coat of white using a bit of spare foam. I keep hitting the camera, sorry. This acrylic paint did bleed through a little bit, but it should be fine, and I can go over it again with black acrylic paint if need be. If these go horribly wrong, I do have some more mesh, although it's white mesh. But you know, I'll just paint the backs black. Should be fine either way. I'm a little bit nervous, I've never painted eyes before. But you know, I've been drawing and doing art for well over 10 years now, so we good. And if it goes wrong, I'll just try again. Made my first mistake. I was meant to paint them light pink first, and then do the dark red. Not light pink, light red. Sorry, it's not pink. I mean, it's technically pink. Look, here is what the eyes look like. Zooming in slowly. So they've got like this dark red ring, and then the pupil, the iris is dark red, and the pupil is like a lighter red. And the way I should have done it was to paint it light pink, light red, same thing first, and then do the dark red, but I forgot. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this paper circle over the red, and then, no wait, sorry, that's the opposite way around. First things first, I'm going to paint this so it's light red, and then I will put this circle down, and on this circle, I'll put the circle down and then I'll dab the red on top of it, and it doesn't matter if they're symmetrical or not, because once they're done there'll be enough wiggle room that I can just kind of go like, is the pupil in the place that I want it to be, and that's how I'm going to do it. Yeah. Oh, it's raining quite a lot, can you hear that? Raining. cool. I might open my window. It is really going for it out there. Listen. Nice. Sometimes my job is literally watching paint dry. I'm so bored. I can play Pokemon Go again on my new phone. I used to love playing it, but my old phone could no longer support it because my phone was old. So now I'm just sat here. I live right next. Oh, there's a Froakie. I live right next to a Pokestop, and I can reach it from my house. So I can just kind of leave it open while I'm working and click the Pokestop and yeah, I'm having fun. Well, it's now like 20 to 10, but you know, here's an update that I need to film. I don't have to film, I could film it tomorrow, but I'm filming it now. So I painted the eyes. I don't know if we're going to add highlights or not. I didn't actually ask if we're going to, but the reference sheet doesn't. So I guess I'll just stick them together and, you know, see how things go. And if we decide to add them later, that's not a problem. I can do that easily. Anyway, look at this. They're still a bit damp, but I think they turned out pretty well for my first ever eye paintings. So tomorrow's job is to stick these together. Exciting! Well, the eyes are stuck into their eye blanks. These look a bit rough around the edges just because there's this like little bit of seam allowance? Would you call it that? Just for when I stick the eyelashes on. By the way, I'm not sure if this white paint will be visible from the inside of the head, because I tried it on a spare foam head that I have, like a head base, and I couldn't see the white paint when I was like holding it up to my face like that, because I guess the shadows kind of make it so you don't see it. I'll experiment before I like stick them on permanently, obviously. But yeah, I'm liking these. These are my first ever painted eyes, and I quite like them. It's quite good. I mean, it's just like a simple design, so nothing too complex. And I was going to say something, and I cannot remember what it is. Well then. Oh yeah, super glued on. Might do another layer. I need to do magnets next, actually. But first up, I'm going to work on some hair things, so hair time it is. I didn't get much done today because, you know, wrist pain. Oh, my floor is so messy. But look at this. Look at this. So, this is that head base that, I don't know if you all know, but I was making CharrChan, like my mascot CharrChan. I'm still making CharrChan, that's what all the orange is for. And this was the intended head base, but it didn't look right. It just was not working. So, it's going to be a pre-made, and before I posted this on the internet, as like the plan, the idea, and people liked it, but I was like, just today I was like, you know, I want to make a Club Penguin eyes type suit, because I love Club Penguin, I grew up playing it, so then I did this, and I really like it, and I think I'm gonna have to make this into a suit, because look at those eyes. I've seen someone print, like 3D print eyes similar to this for a suit, but I've never seen them on a suit that I can think of. I've seen like Sonic fursuits, you know, like Sonic character suits have these kind of eyes usually, but I've never seen a suit with these eyes. Oh, Killian's eyes are on his suit, by the way. Let me ignore the mess. So they're not like glued down, so they are looking a bit wonky. I might actually trim off a little bit from the side there, just a smidge. Maybe I will see what happens, but I'm liking it. Ignore how they are just like propped onto his face, you know, they're just sat there. But I'm liking it. Yeah. Oh, his hair. I've been thinking really hard about his hair, because it's a challenge, you know, this is a new thing for me, and I want to get it right. So what I'm thinking is, for these fringe parts, and also probably this bit here, 1 inch foam, because it's, you know, thicker, more durable, just holds its shape a little bit better than 1.5 inch, sorry. So 1 inch foam for these two bits here, 1/2 inch probably for this. Then for the back it's probably just going to be polyfill and no foam. Then the spikes on the back of the head will also have some foam in them, likely, maybe not sure yet. But I want to make sure I get this like shape right, so it's probably going to be a mixture of foam to get this like concave curved bit, and then fill it with polyfill to puff it out a bit, and that should keep its shape. Should, hopefully. Same goes with this side. The ears are, the ears made of foam. Did that make any sense whatsoever? I hope it did. That's my plan. Also, I'm really happy with how the painting on these eyes turned out. Never painted before on eyes. I mean, I've done painting. Oh, there's a little bit of... Well, there's a bit of dust on him. But yeah, that's all I have to update today. It's been a wrist pain day, so I didn't do much in terms of like physical work, but mental work, I've been thinking. So that's what I have done today. It's actually the weekend right now, but I thought I'd update you. Here we have foam work. Foam. I now have to cover it in teddy fleece. Okay, that's all I had to say. Teddy fleece is a really nice fabric. Unfortunately, it is a dust magnet. It picks up every little thing. So, pros and cons. You can be soft and fluffy, but you will pick up every single speck of dust and fluff and whatever else. I'm trying so hard to pick all the bits of dust off this, not just like little bits of faux fur that are in my room just getting in the fabric. I'm trying very hard to keep this clean, and it's near impossible. At least it's like sanitary in here. It's just very fluffy, like all of the time. Look, there's fluff on the carpet from cutting this. You know what I mean. Fursuit makers, I'm sure you can relate. Well, the floor is a mess. I'll just hoover, it's fine. I've got scrap fabric there. There's like cut-offs. Anyway, I have... Ooh, camera strap in the camera strap just dangling in the shot. Anyway, I have cut out all of the hair pieces, I think, unless I need more for some reason. And I've glued the fringe pieces and sideburn pieces to their foam. But I'm gonna have to stop work for today because wrist hurt, Using the hot glue gun really takes it out of my wrist. And also cutting fabric. I mean, these are great. I mean, they are spring-loaded fabric scissors, so I don't need to open them, I just need to close them. They're designed for arthritis, but if you have tendinitis, get some of these. Update, I bought curved needles. They're not working for me. This is a nightmare to sew with. I didn't even finish one stitch, I hated it. So I'm going to switch back to my homemade one. I'll just have to finish the seam that my homemade curved needle is currently in. So that's fun. Oh well, it was worth a try, and I'm sure I'll need it at some point. See, this is the best curved needle I've ever used. It's also the only curved needle I've ever used. It's the homemade one, and it's out of focus. But no, this one's much thicker, so it takes more effort to press through the fabric. So this one's thinner. And also I just prefer the shape, it's less severe. This will come in handy at some point though, but I'm switching back to this one. So I'm ladder stitching up the fringe part right now, or one of the fringe parts. I wish I could have done this on my sewing machine, but I don't know how much I trust this fabric in my sewing machine. I might do some experimenting for the other sections of hair, because this is a lot of hand sewing and my wrists are not brilliant. I'm just trying to take it easy with my sewing, because it does take a lot out of your wrists. Make sure you take regular breaks. Don't end up like me with tendinitis in both of your wrists. But yeah, I might see what I can do about using my machine for maybe the back part of the hair. I mean, I only have, what, 3 other pieces of hair that are not foam inside. This piece here has foam in it, so it keeps its shape, but the other pieces, 2 of them I thought could be done via polyfilch toy stuffing, and the other one doesn't need any stuffing, I don't think, so. Not much to report today. I mean, I've been sewing another part of the fringe. It's taking a while because my wrists are pretty bad right now, but you know, just gotta take it slow and steady and I'll get there eventually. It's late right now. I'm not at work at this very moment. But today, aside from sewing, it was my dad's birthday, so we went out for lunch and we went to a little wander in the town that we went to for lunch. And there were some charity shops, so I got a couple of things. I found one of these dolls, that the name of which escapes me, but I've been wanting to customise one for a while. I don't do my doll customising online, I don't really show it, but I do customise dolls every now and then. So I got this, and I got one of these La La Loopsy little things. They're cute. I don't collect La La Loopsy like dolls, but I do like to see these little figures now and then, so I got this. And then also, the thing I'm most excited about are these. These are slippers, but they look like shoes, and because they're so like oversized and big, or at least on me they are, because I have really tiny feet, I'm quite a small person, so these look perfect for fursuit shoes, so like you can kind of see the size comparison. These were like £6 in the charity shop, new with tag as well, look at that. Actually, if we compare them to my very unfinished, these are my unfinished fursuit trainers I've been working on, obviously quite a bit different to these. I'll finish these eventually when I have time and motivation, but no, I'm really excited about these. Like, look at them, they're great. And quite nicely made as well, with the logo. They're Dunlop novelty shoes, novelty slippers, if you're curious. You can find them on eBay, they're like £20 brand new, or £6 in the charity shop. So yeah, that's what I did today. But you know, sewing as well. I did do some work today, not all fun and games. Well, actually the sewing's not bad, I don't mind the sewing. But I'm going to go to bed now because I'm quite tired. But no, very excited about my shoes. Well, I finally finished sewing up the fringe. Now I'm doing these sideburn pieces, which I think I might get a bit, like, done a bit faster than my, than the fringe pieces. Also, I had my second Pfizer COVID jab yesterday, so my left arm kind of hurts. I was getting my left arm for some reason. It doesn't really matter which arm I go for when sewing, because I use both hands to sew, so it doesn't really matter. And so far, my side effects are just a sore arm, so nothing too drastic. One of my friends got it, and he's been quite not the best side effects from it, but you know, I'm doing okay. Today is a very slow day, I'm not gonna lie. Although I have got a lot done in terms of like sewing. I mean, it's all the same thing that I'm sewing. This scene probably looks exactly like the last scene in this vlog, but this is the second hairpiece, I mean the fourth hairpiece that has foam, well, so far that has foam. I've sewn up all of the fringe pieces, all two fringe pieces, wow. And I've sewn up one of the sideburns, and now I'm on the second sideburn, so I'm getting there. After this, I would just have to sew the like the only fabric pieces, like the just fabric, no foam pieces, unless I decide to add foam to them for some reason, but you know, we'll see. Look at the tiniest footlouse I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. It's currently the weekend, but I looked over and look how small he is. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. I just looked over and he's just climbing up my wall. Like, oh my gosh, he's so tiny. My camera can't even focus on him. Go on, camera. Focus. Show the people how cute he is. Look at him, he's so tiny. Oh! Okay, that's enough Woodlouse content for now. It's currently the weekend, so I'm not doing anything. I replied to an email. That's something. And I'm playing Pokemon Go. I just caught another shiny. Actually, I caught 2 shinies. Let's show you that. Oh, you can see there's Pokemon happening in the background there. Anyway, what can I show you? Let's go look at my Pokemon. I got 2 shinies. So today I caught a shiny Eevee, and yesterday I caught a shiny Duskull. I wasn't even paying attention, I just looked at the like caught Pokemon screen and I was like, wait a minute, he's a shiny. So I called him Sparkles so I don't like accidentally transfer him or something. Same goes for Sparkleys, the Eevee. And I think I just heard some more Pokemon appear. Oh look, it's an Eevee. Imagine if that one was shiny, I think it would scream. So I've been working on Killian today, obviously. I mean, that's what this entire vlog is about. He looks quite wide on the camera, but in real life it's not quite so dramatic. It's just the camera lens showing that, you know, how camera lenses are. Anyway, so I've been working on the hair today, and so far I've sewed up the main part as well as these 2 little floof hair spike things. And at first I thought that this wasn't looking very good, but honestly it looks okay when it's like on the head, and I'm gonna make another few little hair spikes, like bigger ones, to kind of fill it out a little bit because it looks a bit sparse. Still thinking about ear positioning, just what's gonna work best. And I also think that I'm gonna need like a couple little spikes here. Let me just throw this scrap of fabric on and we can have a look at what that might look like. Obviously that's just a scrap of fabric. We're going to do something actual with the actual sewing. But yeah, can you see how that kind of fills in the shape and like rounds out that silhouette? Whereas if you compare it without it, it just looks a bit sparse and empty. So I'll ask my client what they think about that. We have reached another daunting part of the process, and that is securing all of the hair pieces. So I've sewn them all, and now I need to put them all, like stick them to the head. I guess I can hot glue some of them to tack them down and then like sew up. By the way, I've got my wrist brace on today. Again, obviously. But yeah, some of these pieces have foam in, these fringe pieces, and these sideburn pieces have foam, whereas these back hair pieces are just fabric. I might add a little bit of polyfill to these ones, but I'm not really sure. It is quite full, so it should be fine. I'm just really scared to actually start assembling. So I should get on with it. I think what I'm going to do is I will sew all of these back pieces together as one piece, which will mean I just have like this back piece and then these little top pieces to sew on. Then I think I will attach the sideburns, and I will leave the fringe till last because I do have the eyes to deal with and the eyebrows and such. The face is just not done yet, which is weird. Usually by this point the face has been completely finished and I'm just working on like little details like ears and stuff. But this hair has been a challenge. My client is really patient and just a wonderful client, so I'm very thankful for that. Anyway, I better get on sewing things together slowly. My boyfriend is going to come over and I'm going to get him to help me with some sewing. Probably not this, but he will be helping with a different fursuit. I don't know if I said that in this vlog yet. He's going to help me do a couple of seams here and there, just, you know, so I don't strain myself too much more. This is my sewing hand usually. I can sew with my left, but usually it's more comfortable to sew with my right. Ironically, I'm left-handed for drawing, so that's why I have tendinitis in both hands. Anyway, I better get on and sew things together. I'm really scared. I don't want to mess it up. Alright, time to get on with this. Okay, so I actually have sewn together these pieces. I just need to sew it to the big piece. And this was less scary than I thought it was going to be, but I'm still a little bit scared. I mean, this is the biggest thing I've done, I think. I mean, the last commissioned lioness, if you watched that vlog, you would have seen there was a lot of things happening in there, but this hair is massive. Very ambitious, but you know, here at CharrChan, do I say that? I mean, I guess CharrChan is a business, but I don't really call this a workplace. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I will do whatever I can to bring your character to life. And if that means attempting a big scary hairstyle, then I will attempt to make a big scary hairstyle. Okay, enough rambling, let's get back on with it. Well, I've actually done quite a lot today in terms of sewing work. What did I do? Well, I made 3 more hair spikes, and then I sewed them together. And then I sewed this piece together, and now I just need to sew it onto this piece, which I think I already said, but things have happened since then. I've sewn up some holes, like, from flipping it out. But I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to keep going with this, because sewing through teddy fleece, especially 4 layers, like there's seam allowance in there, plus you have to like shove through. Wait a minute, yeah. 2, 4, 6, that's 8 layers. That's 8 layers I'm gonna have to sew through. I'm just gonna punch the needle through. I could do it on my machine, but also I can't really because of just the place that this has to go. You know, I can't machine sew this piece really. So tomorrow I will continue my adventures of sewing hair. Fortunately, I can actually brush the seams out on this teddy fleece with my metal pet brush. I don't have a pet to brush. This is it's used for synthetic fibres, so don't worry. So that's what I've done today. Look, he's bald on his head again. But no, this will be covered tomorrow, hopefully. I might wait to stick it on, do the neck. I might do the neck next, maybe, I'm not sure. Either way, it will all come together soon, I hope. I think, maybe, I hope. It's been a few days. Bryden's here. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
You might have heard him. I've sewn all of the teeth, which took a very long time. They're all plushy as usual. I'm currently working on the tongue. The eyes are ready for magnet. Well, they're not quite ready for magnets. They're almost ready for magnets. And then over here, I have the eyelashes, which are currently drying. I back them with contact cement so I can do them with super glue. And then over on my desk, I have sewing the tongue. And that's all I've done, because it takes a while to sew teeth. So I'll be back with more updates soon. I got Bryden to do some sewing. He did this seam here. He did a very good job.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get him to do these eye holes as well, so it saves me some time. You excited?
Yeah.
He doesn't say much, he's camera shy. Well, I was going to get Bryden to do these eye holes, but he's gone home now. But I realised this is quite an advanced stitch I ended up doing. Not like advanced, but you know, like, he's a complete beginner. I had to teach him how to do the ladder stitch on the tops there. But anyway, so these eye holes are a mix of the ladder stitch and the blanket stitch. So it's like a go in the white, then as you pull the thread through, pull out the, like, hold that back bit back, and then go through the blue, pull it taut, go through that loop we left and pull it, and that's how I do that. It's not really hard to get the hang of, but just with how I constructed this head, I thought I'd best do it just in case. So now I just have one more seam on this head to do, and that will be ready for eyes and everything. But otherwise, I have... what have I done? I made a tongue. I think I mentioned that earlier. Made a tongue. I actually made 2. I made this, but I was like, yeah, I can do this on my sewing machine. Sure, I can do that. And it just didn't really work very well, so it's a bit wonky, so scrap that. I'll use it for something eventually, maybe. And then I just have the real, the good tongue to go in the mouth there. And then I have to sew all of these teeth on, but that's not going to happen until I've got the eyes on. I like to do the eyes first, because they're like a point of symmetry making, you know? So that's where we are. Not much is like, there's like a big update I can really give, because it's just teeth. The teeth took a long time because they're all hand sewn, so is the tongue. This is hand sewn nose as well. Lots of hand sewing. I don't do much machine sewing for little details like that because I'm not very good on the machine. Oh, I should probably mention that it's now legal for people in the UK to mingle, you know, there's no restrictions anymore, but I'm still being safe, I'm still wearing my mask and I'm staying well away from strangers. But, you know, I can mingle with my friends and family if I know that they are, you know, vaccinated, safe, you know, all that good stuff. Well, today I have done the pink bits and the eyes, like this rose colour. What colour is that? Rose, red, pinky purple? I don't know. Whatever colour that is. I've sewn those two eye bags down, and these eyelashes are glued onto the eye plastics. Now I just have to do magnet work, which is, I don't like doing magnet work, but you know, I gotta do it. So I had to order more magnets. I don't know if I mentioned that, so it's been a couple of days since I last did anything, but my magnets arrived, so I only needed like 4 more, so. But I ordered 50 because it's cheaper that way anyway. I've hot glued them on, and now I've done them with super glue as well for extra support. So those are still drying, it's going to take a while. And then I also got these in the post, which are thread snips, and I was like, do I want to buy some thread snips at Boys for like £4, or do I want to buy some from AliExpress for £2 and wait like a month to get them? So, yeah, I got some cheap ones. Anyway, waiting for the glue to dry, and then I will be making eyelids, which will be made from that, what's it called? Foam? Craft foam, that's the word, craft foam. So today I have stuck magnets into the eyelid bases, so those are the cutouts and the drying over there. It's very messy over there. Also today I stuck on one eye, albeit not properly. You see there's a bit of a gap in there which I'll have to seal up later. Yeah, but that was so stressful. I was literally shaking. It sounds so like dramatic, but I was actually shaking after I stuck that on because I messed it up very slightly, so I had to like quickly, like, you know, rejig it, and then I put my hand on the fur and I was like, wait, super glue on my hands, and I got very lucky that the fur didn't get damaged, because I would have cried. So you know, after that stressful experience of sticking an eye on, I'm gonna wait till Monday to stick that on. It's currently Friday. I'm gonna wait till Monday before I do the other one. Oh my gosh, it was so stressful. But yeah, that's all I got to update today. I stuck an eye on and I put magnets in eyelids. Oh, also I've been working on these. These are covered in contact cement. They are eyelashes for the project that I don't know if I'm showing in this vlog or not. I've kind of showed it a little bit, but not really, because it is like a surprise for Thought Bubble this year, which to be honest is not that long away, so to be honest you're probably gonna have seen the fursuit by the time this vlog comes out anyway. Anyway, I also got for that surprise fursuit this fabric here, or these two fabrics I should say. So this is a hot pink cotton, and this is a kind of shimmery, sparkly, what is this? It's not tulle, is it organza? I don't think it is, that's a different thing entirely. What do you call this? It's on the tip of my tongue, I know what it is, just cannot think properly. Anyway, it's a translucent, slightly shimmery, sparkly thing, and I'll layer them and it will form a certain thing on the surprise fursuit, which is there. You know, I might be able to show it by the end of this vlog, who knows, I'll just keep it a secret for now. So yes, that is where we are with 2 whole projects, wow. So I took the weekend off and I've stuck the eyes on, they're stuck on, they are on there. I had to go in and like touch up some of the areas where it just hadn't quite stuck down enough. Sometimes with eyes you do get a little bit of a gap at the side, which isn't very noticeable, but you know, it happens sometimes and it's best to leave it rather than risk, you know, messing up the rest of it. So there's a little bit of a gap at the side, but that's okay because it's not like, it's not a noticeable thing. I personally don't see a problem with it. You know, even Jester has it going on a bit. See there? That just happens sometimes. Oh, have I ever shown you Triceratops' eyes? Just like, right. So you look at it and you go, yeah, okay, eyes, and then you're like, yeah, I can just shove my whole hand in there, like, his eyes are not stuck on properly, but that's okay, he's my personal suit. But you know, for suits that are for clients, I stick their eyes on as well, and as durably as I possibly can. Okay, so that was a little side tangent, but anyway, so eyes are stuck on. I've made these magnetic eyelids. For some reason one of these magnets isn't actually sticking. Maybe I should get another one. Let me just get a magnet and see if that works. Not really. It doesn't make much difference. There's just like a magnet that doesn't do anything on these eyelids, which is a bit strange because there is a magnet at the back that lines up. I don't know why it's not like adhering to it. Should we get a third magnet? Does third magnet help? Nope. Nothing. But you know, it's okay. The other magnets are adhering and sticking it on. And you know, it's durable, it's not going to just fly off and, you know, be lost or anything, because, you know, they're strong magnets. I do my eyelids by using this craft foam, you know, just cheap craft foam. It doesn't really matter because it gets covered anyway. Then I cut a hole out the size of the magnet and I super glue the magnet, or 2 magnets sometimes. These 2 middle ones here are 2 magnets, and there's 2 magnets per magnet spot in there. Then there's, I guess the easiest way to would be, can't talk. The easiest way to explain it would be to show you, or explain to you how many magnets are per magnet space. So there's 2, 4, 4, 2. I think it should have been 3, 4, 4, 2, but I mean, sorry, not 2, 3. But yeah, it's a bit late now, and you know, they are on there, and this one over here sticks fine. I just wish that the end one actually had some kind of reaction, but you know, it's okay. They're on there, they're not going to fall off, it's fine. Well, I don't want to jinx it. Okay, I've rambled for 3 minutes. So I better get on with my work. So I need to sew this nose on. I'm waiting for my client to tell me if they want me to shave off any of the length on these eyelids, and also I need to, I'm going to ask them to confirm this eyebrow positioning, and then I can sew those on. Teeth I will position nicely and get my client to confirm before I sew them down. I mean, there's not much you can do about the tongue, but I like to put the tongue in after I've done the teeth. Sometimes you need to put like a little stitch in the end of the tongue just to keep it down. But we'll see. Oh yeah, I had to take all of his hair off just so I could, you know, stick the eyes on, so that'll go back on once I've finished all the face, and I might do the neck before I do the hair. I have like a one-size-fits-all neck pattern, so I will just use that, because it's what I always use. So, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now, because this has gone from 3 minutes to 4 minutes, so off I go, time to work. Well, it's taken me all day. It's currently 4 o'clock, but I've had wrist pains today, so I shouldn't have been working quite as much, but I really wanted to get this entire face done, so I've sewn in all of the teeth, and the tongue I had to put in a couple of stitches at the near the tip, like just behind the tip back there, so it stays down, otherwise it was going to flap up and be a bit, you know, annoying and not look very good. I've also sewn around all of the base of the head. And look, here's the vision. Oh, you can't really see through it because the camera focuses on the mesh instead of through the eyes. But anyway, I may make a neck today, but I might not. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't take that long to make a neck. I can make a neck I want to get the neck attached before I put the hair on, so I guess I will make a neck. It has been a long day of sewing, but I have all the teeth in, the tongue is in, the neck is on. I had to make the neck today as well, which isn't hard, it's just, see, it's fully lined. Making the neck is really easy. Like, I'll show you my pattern actually. I really struggled to figure out how to make necks when I was starting out fursuit making. This is my neck pattern. I use this pattern for every single fursuit. It's my own pattern that I made, and it serves me well. I'm sure there are better patterns out there if you look around by someone's neck pattern. I think Whimsy Creations has a neck pattern available, although I do know that they did a tutorial video which will work better for faux fur, but because I don't use faux fur, I use this blanket. I have to make my own techniques, and this is what works well for me so far. Anyway, that was a whole side tangent. So Killian's face is done, but I want to redo these bottom teeth because they're just a little bit off centre, they're too far that way. They need to come this way a bit, and the only way to do that is to rip them out and sew them back in again, so... Oh, that's going to be a nightmare now I've got the tongue in. Oh well, I'll do it because, you know, I've been paid to work on this, so my client gets the best I can offer. So that's tomorrow's job, sewing the teeth in, and also the hair. I might start on the hair tomorrow if I get round to it. I'm sure that won't take all day. Then again, that's jinxing it kind of language. I also want to get these eyelids done. Let's stick those on the fursuit. Eyelids, those need doing. I mean, that shouldn't take long either. I do my eyelids with a backing of lycra and then a front of, well, whatever fabric is being used to the front. In this case it'll be this black minky. So there's that. Anyway, I've been rambling for 2 minutes. I will talk to you in the next clip. It is Tuesday. I took Monday off, as well as the weekend of course. But today I have sewn on the fringe pieces, minus this piece, so those pieces and the back piece, so 3 pieces of hair are sewn on. It's actually all done with the, what's it called, the blanket stitch, and a little bit of ladder stitch thrown in there, but you know, you can't really see the stitches, which is good. I mean, I'm sure you could if you really tried to, but I was thinking I was going to have the ladder stitch, but I'm glad that I went with the blanket stitch because it's now much more sturdy. Anyway, we do have a bit of a bald spot going on right now. We got some funky looking hair, but that will look okay in a couple of days once it's all sewn down. And honestly, I'm really liking how this is looking. Just needs a little bit more hair adding and then it should be good. Also, I had a super glue accident, so my hands are, well, just these 2 fingers, my thumb and my finger, covered in super glue. Can't feel anything, you know, that super glue numb fingers. Oh, it was terrible. I thought I'd stuck my fingers together and I had to like rip them apart, so. But we're all good now. Just have to wash the super glue off, which is going to be a challenge. But anyway, Killian, progress. The head is almost done. Then after I finish this head, just going to finish up the eyelids, and then make the tail and the paws. I forgot the word. Tail and paws, and then Killian will be done. So that's exciting. There's a helicopter and he's scaring all the birds. Usually they're army helicopters that go over, but I think that's oh no, that's an army helicopter. I think there he goes. Look, a second one. There's a second one going over. Any more? I don't see any more. So I'm still working on the ears and the hair. It has been quite the slow process. Yeah, been a slow process because wrists hurty. Has been a little bit difficult to sew consistently every day, but I've been trying. Anyway, so I made ears, foam ears. Made these a while ago, while I was still patting all the hair and stuff. Turns out these are too small, so RIP these, don't need them. So we made some new ones. These are longer ones. There's the paper pattern just just so it sticks out from behind the hair. Before they were very hidden and it just didn't look quite right. So I said to my client, like, do you want me to make these longer or were they okay? So we made them longer, and now I'm working on, well, I've got the foam, I need to cut the fabric, and I think I think the ears are going to go on next, and then I'll finish up the hair. It's been a very, I keep saying this, it's been a very, like, different process to what I'd usually do. It's just with this hair, I've been figuring it out as I go along. I even had to unpick a seam I did on the hair to re-sew it, like if I spin him round. Oh, my desk is so messy, I need to clean in here again, like just organise things. So yeah, he's still got monk hair going on, but this back piece, I sewed it on completely all the way round, and then I realised that I needed this sideburn piece to go directly onto the head, so I had to unpick it and re-sew it. I think the ears are going to have to be sewn like very close to the side here, otherwise I should have put the ears on first. Can't talk. Basically, very difficult to keep track of process, since it's my first time doing hair on a character, especially like stylized hair, like in the chunks, not just like a wig or anything. So it's been interesting. We're getting there though, and I am liking it. My client likes it, and I just gotta keep on going. The head is almost done. I'm so excited to get this done, and you know, go on to the hand paws and the tail, and then it should be all done and sent off to the client. Oh, and I still got the eyelids to do. Ignore the mess. Okay, I better get on cutting some fabric. Okay, so today after work, I decided that I was going to clear off all of my desk and wipe everything down, because it's been a while since I've done like a deep clean of my desk. Usually I just kind of wipe down this workstation area, like this part, not the entire thing. So what I did was I cleared everything off, including my markers and my toys. That's why it looks barren, because there's no toys there, because I'm reshuffling my collection. So anyway, I've cleaned all of my desk, so it's all dust free. Super glue stains, wonderful. Anyway, I am reshuffling my toy collection, which is really difficult for me to do because I love all of my collection, but I don't have enough space to display all of my collection, so some of it has to go into storage, which is difficult because as I said, I love all of my collections, so I like to see all of my collection all of the time, but I can't do that, so I have to pick and choose who's going to stay out and who's going into boxes. So, so far, I haven't really decided who's going over here, aside from Yami. This is my Yami Yugi Nendoroid that I just got for my birthday a couple of days ago. Oh, I had a birthday, by the way. I'm 21 now. I don't know if I mentioned that in this vlog. So there's Yugi. He gets to stay there. Then over here, I'm still in progress here. Still a bit of a process happening. Norman, the squirrel, has to stay. He's the key part of my desk. He has to stay. But otherwise, I'm still working on who is staying up here. I mean, the pizza cats have to stay. That is a new figure that I just got for my birthday from my boyfriend. This is another Yugi. I'm quite obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment, if you don't know that. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Anyway, so the pizza cats and Yugi get to stay. I quite like my vintage Pokemon Burger King toys. That's a modern Mewtwo. He can stay there, I guess, maybe. But we'll see. I'm just having a tough time, like, filling in all of the little gaps here, because I like it when it looks clustered like this. Because it looks full and, like, there's lots of toys there. Because there's lots of toys there. Wow, who would have guessed? So I'm just trying to figure out who's going in these little gaps here. I noticed with the Pizza Cat stands, I can get Guido all the way to the back of his stand, so there's like a shelf at the front, but with the other two you can't do that, or at least I didn't figure out how to, without them being like lifted off the ground, and I didn't want to do that in case they fell over or something, you know? I don't want to damage them because they were expensive. So yeah, I just have to figure out who's going where. I wanted to keep Pinkie Pie up here, so Pinkie Pie gets to stay for now. Now I just have to decide if any of these are staying on the desk or going into storage. I'd like to keep some of my Cloudies out. My rocks get to stay. My rocks have to stay on my desk. That's my one thing. need my rocks. Let me show you the floor because it's... Yeah. These are some of my toys. Not all of them, just a few that I have. Yeah, these were all on my desk. I don't know how they all fit. But, I mean, to be honest, those cloudies in the middle there were just kind of clustered together on my desk in no particular place. They were just kind of shoved on there. And now I have to choose who's staying, who's going. Maybe I'll look in my bedroom and find some more of my collection to bring in here and, like, exchange things in and out, you know? So, I guess I'll show you when I'm done. It's going to be a process. I'm probably going to spend a bit of tomorrow cleaning this up, to be honest, because it's currently 9 o'clock, so I need to go to bed soon. So, tomorrow I'll probably have to spend the morning finishing this up. I shouldn't have done this on a weekday, should have waited a bit longer. But anyway, it's Thursday tomorrow, so it's almost like the end of the week. And I mean, tomorrow I'm just going to be sewing up ears, so it's not like I need the floor space tomorrow, so it's fine. It's all good. I'm going to go and continue doing this. I am sewing ears today. Well, actually, I've just got this one ear left to do. So I'll probably get the ears on the head today, which is really fun, exciting. But also the floor, I don't know if you can see, it's still covered in toys from last night, because I'm still organising. So, it's a bit of a strange day today. I would like to get my desk all set up again today, like all nice and full of toys again, but you know, I'm still deciding who's staying and who's going, and I do have to work during the day, you know, it's just because I'm self-employed doesn't mean I can just, you know, not work. So here I am, sewing, watching some YouTube videos while I work. Where is it?
Well, it was. It's come back out again.
Nope, there he is.
Where?
Hello. Let's go round, chase him out.
He's a racing pigeon.
Pigeon.
I put some bread down for him, he wouldn't eat it.
How did he
Racing
get in?
pigeons only eat certain things, don't they?
Maybe. He's picky.
He's looking for corn.
Well, he's not scared of us, is he?
Oh no, he's a racing pigeon.
Yeah.
He's hungry. Aha. So, just have to be little tiny weeny bit.
Oh, is he off? You're off.
Go on, eat it, man. Eat it.
He's a healthy bird. He doesn't like bread. It's not good for them. Is he gone? Well, at least he's outside now.
You'll starve to death rather than eat bread. Whoa! Ho, ho. Ah, thirsty.
Looking for water.
Oi, stupid!
Oh no, he's fallen into the bucket. Well, he's not fallen, he's jumped in.
Yeah, he's thirsty. Here.
Well, he's not very smart, is he?
He's a pigeon. Let's take him some water.
I guess he liked the bucket water better. Well, that was an exciting distraction. Anyway, Killian's head is done. I've got over my initial excitement. I've recorded this clip like 3 times now because I was too excited and I couldn't talk. And then a pigeon arrived and I had to go and look. So anyway, Killian's head is done and I love it. I love how this turned out. I'm glad we decided to extend the ears because now we can actually see them. I will say that this head doesn't actually fit on the mannequin. That's why the neck has always looked a bit strange because, you know, it doesn't actually fit. This head is smaller than my mannequin's head. The mannequin is like 23.5 inches and the head is smaller than that, so anyway. Killian's head is done. Let me give you the angles. So there's a side view. You can see the mannequin's nose just like there. Anyway, there's a side view. And here is a back view. Honestly, getting these last bits of hair on, it was really difficult. And honestly, I thought I was going to have to sew the ears onto the fringe, but I didn't have to in the end, so that's nice. This is a dust magnet. I'm sorry, Killian's owner. This is going to be a nightmare to keep clean, but it's worth it for the look of the suit, I think. I mean, I have the same problem with Triceratops, so anyway. Yeah. Suit. Head done. Now I just need to do the hands and the tail, and finish up the eyelids, of course, but those are 3... well, two small jobs, 1 small job and 2 medium-sized jobs. Yeah, anyway. I don't know what to say. The head is done. It was a challenge, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. First time doing hair on a fursuit. First time doing any eye markings like this. First time doing lots of teeth. Just a first time for a lot of things on this suit, and I love how it turned out. So I'm going to stop rambling, and it is currently like 4:30, going on 5 o'clock, so I have finished work for the day, and I think I've earned it, finishing the head. But yeah, I think now what I'm going to do is ignore the mess on the floor, because I'm going to continue this. Just going to figure out what's happening with the desk. He's still there. Oh, little man. Just chilling. She's still here. Well, I think it's a girl pigeon. I think boy pigeons have like a collar around their neck, don't they? So that's probably a girl pigeon? I don't know. Anyway, she's just kind of chilled in the backyard, staring at her water bowl that we gave her, maybe drinking out of it a little bit. I don't know what she's gonna do. She might stay here the night, she might fly away. Who knows? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. She's cute though, look at her. Little bird. Oh, so cute. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna be distracted by this bird the entire day if I keep looking out the window. She's so cute. Well, I've been at this for quite a while, but I think I've got my desk to a point where I'm happy with it, and I will keep fiddling around with things and where they are and who's sitting where on my desk and all that kind of stuff. But so far, I have my little acrylic shelf here, and I wanted to put my Dinosaur Kings on display, my Dinosaur King toys. I do also have Zoe, the girl character, but she's in her box, and because Dinosaur King toys are so rare and expensive nowadays, I don't want to unbox her, because, you know, expensive and rare. Maybe one day I will, but, you know, for now, she gets to stay in her box, so not on my desk. But yeah, we have, what's his name? I forgot his name. He's the main character. That's Rex. Who is that? I forgot his name. And Chomp and Ace. Then I have my various others. I bought my Vampirina, my small Vampirina, through into here as well. She was in my bedroom. I painted that Warhammer. That's a Pinkie Pie inspired Warhammer. I love these dinosaurs. These are Eyebrow dinosaurs. That's Eyebrow with, I think it's 3 O's, I think it has. Anyway, let me show you these because these are adorable. I think I showed these in one of my videos before, but let me show you them again because I love these. Just, oh, look at them. They are magnetic, and inside they have this skeleton. I It's so cute, look at that. And this skeleton's a jigsaw puzzle and it comes apart, but you know, I'm not going to do all that now. Look at that, that's so cute. And they're just so nicely designed. I mean, they are baby toys, I'm not going to lie, they're baby toys, but they're so cute, look at them, they're just adorable. So, yeah, I also really like dinosaurs, if you didn't know that already. We've got the dinosaur king, the dinosaurs. Anyway, so that's my acrylic shelf. I might keep Elizabeth on my desk over there. I moved my stickers from here. They were here looking really messy. I've moved those into my drawers under my desk. This little trolley needs to stay here because it has my sticky notes in. Juice might go into storage, so ignore him. Then I have my Draculaura figure and a Derpy and some little figures that could fit in there, in that little gap. Then I got my Yugi, I love him. We've got Rex back there and some Pokemon. And then up here I might reshuffle this because there's like a gap there that I don't like very much, but I got Sonic and Rainbow Dash and Spicy Kid and my littlest pet shop, and that's Thunder Lane, I think, the pony there. And then a Paw Patrol thing. Anyway, so that's that. Over here, I think Discord is going to sit there for a while. I quite like him there. This is Portuguese, but in clothes that I made/found for him, so he gets to stay too. I quite like him. My two Perry the Platypus Tsum Tsums, they're both different, so I mean, they're both like, I think they're both official, but I'm not sure. That one might be fake, but that one's definitely real, so anyway, got two of them. Here's my in front of the computer monitor. Got Catboy that Bryden, my boyfriend, got for me, and then my Inowl pin badge, and then some Cloudies. Then my plushies, so far, I'm keeping Bat and the Raven on my desk, but as for Demi and Green Bean and the Mushroom, I don't know if they're going to stay or not. They might go over to the sofa, maybe. That needs a reshuffle with the plushies on there, so who knows. Anyway, and then as for the shelf, here's what we have so far. I did want to get the other Gormiti figure I have, Nick, the what is he, the Lord of Stone, the rocks and stuff. Ground? Earth, there we go. The Earth Lord. I was going to get him in there, but he didn't quite fit behind Pudundun, so I had to move him to my bedroom, but Toby can stay. I like Toby, he's my favourite. But yeah, I got Yugi and Draculaura. Draculaura used to be over there for a few minutes while I decided where she was going to go, and I quite like her there, so she gets to stay there. By the way, she is in worse condition than I would like her to be. Her hair, when I bought her second hand, and her hair was not great, so I undid it and then couldn't get it back to how it was. She's like tied together with them. Her hair's tied up with string, that's why there's a string there. Anyway, so there is this shelf. It's probably going to get reshuffled a bit more. There's a couple of spaces where I could squeeze another couple little toys in, so we'll see. Anyway, that's my desk so far. The floor is cleaner than it was. There's a couple of things still on the floor, but you know, it's okay. That's my desk so far. It's probably going to change a little bit, so here we are. It's been a long day of reshuffling. Well, it's Monday today, and today I did these. I finished up the eyelids, so they are lycra on the back, like the lioness commission I did, so lycra on the back, minky on the front, and a magnet on. There is a right and a left. I'm probably going to have to mark them so my client can tell which is which, because they do look quite similar, so I should maybe put like a little thing on one of them that says this is the left one or this is the right one, you know, just have to mark one of them, don't need both marked. Anyway, so there's that. I love how the eyelids turned out. I was worried that they were going to be a bit funky or not stay on properly or something, but I've done the shake test and they seem to stay on quite nicely. You know, I was there like, I picked the head up and I was shaking it like, are the eyelids gonna fall off? No, they stayed on. So now all I have to do is the hands, which, where are the hand patterns? Oh, they're on my desk, never mind, ignore the hand patterns. You can see those later. And here's what I have for the tail so far. I'm waiting on my client to get back to me on this. Also, I hoovered in here. Now there's less fluff on the floor. And because my sister went off to uni again, I got rid of my duct tape dummy. So now the floor is empty and it's nice and clean and spacious in here now. Because I moved a bunch of stuff like my toy stuffing and my foam and stuff into her bedroom. So I got a bit more space right now, which is nice. The tail is done. And it took me less time than I thought it was going to. This belt loop looks a bit funky, but it is fine. It just looks funky, but it is fine. But yeah, the belt loops were machine sewn onto the like base fabric, and then the actual base is hand sewn onto the tail with a blanket stitch along the top and ladder stitch around the edge. So this shouldn't be going anywhere. If you yoink it like that, it's still fine. Yeah, it's lighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be quite heavy, but no, it's quite light. It's all polyfill inside, it's a big pillow basically. There's the tail. Now all that I need to do is the hand paws, and Killian will be done. Just waiting on one measurement so I can make sure the hand paws fit properly, and then I'll get on to making those tomorrow. Well, I'm still waiting on my client to get back to me with the finger measurement. I need to know the weights of these two fingers. There's no rush. I mean, to be honest, I need a couple of days off because this wrist hurts. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update of what I've done today. So some family friends, close family friends from down south were up around here, and we had a little bit of a day out with them, just like a little quick half-day thing. We went to a local castle. I haven't been in our local castle, or one of the local castles, since I must have been like 10 years old, less, when I last went, so I haven't been there for like a decade. So that was fun, it was nice to see them. Anyway, then I needed to go into town anyway to get some acetone, so I got some acetone. The queue in boots, was really long, and I had to send the lady upstairs to get this acetone. I felt really bad, but I do need it, so there's that. And then I went in the charity shops. I found some fabric to use for fursuits. I'll show you the fabric in a second. But then I also found this. This is a Molang plushie. It's Pew Pew. I haven't actually watched any Molang, but it's cute. And I saw this and I was like, oh, that's cute. I want to buy it. It was £2.50. I couldn't pass him up. His mochi minky. You know, mochi minky is like that stretchy minky, so he's got that and the mochi stuffing. He's just really nice. So there's that. Anyway, let me show you those fabrics I got. Okay, when I say fabrics, I mean I found a jacket and a scarf that I thought would be really cool to make some things with. I don't use faux fur, as we all know, but I couldn't pass this up. Just look how much fabric this is. Like, dang. This is nice quality fur as well. And I noticed the gradient of the dark purple to the black, and I was like, you know, that would make a really cool pre-made or something. So the fur direction isn't perfect, but you know, it should be fine for whatever I use it for. So, you know, got myself some purple fur. And then I found this, which is like a curly fabric hair thing. And I thought I could make a poodle with this, like, I'm not sure what the colour palette will be. Maybe like white and pink would be the easiest one to go for. They stuck a sticker on it, which is really annoying. So I'll have to like use a hairdryer to get that off without damaging the fabric. So yeah. But anyway, this was $8.99, which is kind of pricey for like a charity shop find. But you know, it is a lot of fabric. So is that? This is $2.99, which is much more reasonable. So yeah, that's the fabric I got. I had a nice little half day out and got some supplies for a fursuit. No clue what I'm going to use this for. I've got some ideas. I'm going to go sketch some things and then see what I can come up with. So I don't know if I've said in the vlog, but I'm taking a few days off because, you know, wrist. Anyway, I just booked my ticket for Thought Bubble. This is it here. I've printed it out. I can't show you it because it has, you know, the QR code and the ticket number on it, so I can't show you. But Thought Bubble is booked. I'm going for the 2 days, so the full weekend, with my friend, and we're both going to be fursuiting. I think I'm going to take Tricerabat, but I might also take a second fursuit so I can wear one day and the other one the next day. So we'll see. Anyway, so Thought Bubble is booked. It might have already been by the time this vlog goes out though. This is nothing to do with the vlog, but I went to the opticians today, and there's charity shops in the town where the opticians is, so I got myself this little doggy. I don't know, he just caught my eye, so I got him. He was 50p, so doggy. Something weird happened today. It's currently Sunday. I'm back to work tomorrow to work on the paws here. The pattern's all sorted, ready to go. Just need to, you know, cut fabric and sew it all together. Anyway, something really weird happened today. So my boyfriend Bryden sent me a picture, and I was like, okay, I think I've actually opened this from someone else. I was like, but just like, so Bryden doesn't draw, but then he sent me a picture that said drawing before going out. I was like, oh, I must have opened someone else's Snapchat, like one of my other friends, but no. No, Bryden has sat and he has done a study of one of the Genshin Impact backgrounds. I was like, that looks so good, look at all those little details. And he's just sat and drawn with his mouse, mind you, with his computer mouse. He's done that. I mean, yes, he's just like studying the, like, he's got two screens. He's got the actual image on one screen. He's just copying it from what he sees, but that's really impressive. He doesn't draw very often, and I'm just like, I'm jealous. Whenever I copy something like that, it turns out terrible. But look at that, that's so good. Oh, I'm so jealous. It is Monday, and I have been so impatient to get back to work. I'm finally back at work, and I can do things again. What am I doing? I'm going to trace around my pattern first, and then yeah, so today I am making the hand paws, which right now I'm doing the lining for. So I have to cut out my pieces. I don't tend to cut the lycra pieces out completely. I like to draw the line on so I know where to sew, and then like leave a bunch of fabric around it so I get a good amount of seam allowance. If that makes any sense, you'll see what I mean when I start cutting it out. Like a weird kind of frog. I just need to trim down the edges now. I should say, oop, I almost dropped my thing. I should say that I'm using white thread on my machines for lining pieces, just because it's easier to see what I'm doing when I'm sewing things like this, you know? So that's why it's white thread on black fabric here. It doesn't make any difference to the finished product. I mean, you don't see these stitches anyway because they're inside your fursuit hands or your fursuit head, because I've used the same kind of thread colour on my balaclavas. So there's that. I also keep big scraps of fabric like this in case I ever need them, so I'm just throwing those on the floor and I'll get them later. I messed up already. I started cutting my fur fabric, well, you know, blanket fabric, but what I should have done first, instead of just using this pattern directly, I need to take this pattern and trace it out again and widen it just a little bit to add some more like seam allowance-y things, more space for the fingers, because as it is now when I've cut the fabric, there's not enough space here. It's like you cut around this shape and then you leave seam allowance on all of the outside pieces, and I need a lot of seam allowance, mind you, for Cuddle Fleece. Cuddle Fleece likes to fray. So you need to give yourself like ½ inch seam allowance minimum. Yeah, but between these fingers, because of, you know, leaving all the seam allowance and trying to work around it, there just isn't any seam allowance. So I cut a piece of fabric and then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, this should, no, that didn't work. That didn't work. I need to go and have a snack and come back and think a little bit more about this before I continue, so yeah. You know what? I think I've solved it. I mean, I just cut out a second piece of this piece because I was like, you know, why don't I just go for it? I'll just go for it and see how it turns out. But I think, well, I'll still sew those pieces together, but I think the better way to do it would have been to do each individual finger and widen it and then sew it onto their palm. God, I'm an idiot. Okay, we'll see how it goes because I've already, you know, cut the fabric, so should I sit and sew that? It might be okay, but I have a strong feeling that it won't be. I think I've solved it. Okay, right. What I'm thinking is I've already cut a left and a right here, and these should be okay to use, provided that I make the top part of the fingers bigger. So I can still use these, should be fine. And all I need to do now is cut another, like a palm piece, like a back of a hand, and then for the fingers, I just need to make them wider, maybe add in a little bit of a dart, you know, do a little widen and dart in, and then they can like have some shape. Does that make sense? You know, kind of like how these are, except the dart will be at the front. Maybe? Yeah, dart at the front for these. So, does that make any sense whatsoever? Can you tell that I've been kind of a little stressed about this? I'm like, oh god, how's it gonna work, you know? I want to do my best, because, you know, I've been paid to make these. I want to make the best thing I can. But I think I've solved it. I might go and take a little bit of a break, just to, you know, chill out and... Right. Okay, I think I've solved it. I'm gonna go have a sit down and a cup of tea before I do anything else. Yeah. Okay, round 2. This time, I think I've got it. Maybe. So I just need to trace out my pattern again. Okay, so this is pretty easy. I just need to go on there. Now I get to the thumb and I'm kind of wondering, does that look good? Yeah, okay. Right. Okay, I haven't done this in a while, but I need to create a dart. And I want the dart to be at the end, so that means I have to hold it at the midpoint here. Let me just... what am I doing? Okay, then mark midpoint. God, it's been a while since I've done this. And I turn it like that. That's probably enough. I'll mark there. Draw around. And that way. I think we're doing about, oops, what, half a centimetre? No, that's like a centimetre. Hopefully that's about right. Bring that down. There you go. So now when I sew this gives me a little bit more leeway. Oh, I do also need to widen this just a little bit, just on each side. Probably needed a little bit more than that actually. There we go. I don't want to do too much. I'll cut out what I think is appropriate for each one. Okay. By the way, what I'm adding here is not seam allowance. I don't add seam allowance to my patterns. What I'm adding is insurance that it'll work. And no, I don't need these anymore. Okay, so we have wrist piece, and the 4 fingers, and the palm. Don't need the palm anymore, just need to cut all of these. Yay! Well, here's what I got done today. I had to rejig my pattern, as you saw. But after that, I have cut all the pattern pieces, I've sewn 2 of the fingers up, and I'm stopping for the day so that this wrist can get a little bit of rest. Then tomorrow I will continue sewing. So there's where we are. So today I have sewn the... my desk is so dusty. Today I've sewn up the wrist portion, sewn all the fingers on, and now I am sewing in the lining, but I thought instead of having just like nothing under the lining here, I would add a bit of interfacing. So I've got this quilt wadding, so I've got this wadding material. I don't know how that's going to work. It should hopefully be okay, but I just thought it would add just a little bit more structure to the paws rather than, you know, just having polyfill toy stuffing going on. It should be fine. We'll see how it goes. Just need to sew around everything and attach it all, which is, it takes a while. It's a bit boring, not gonna lie. I finished the hand. Well, it's not finished. It's sewn together. So I've sewn the hand together. Me and my client have similar hand sizes, so this is what it should look like on my client. I quite like it. Right now it looks like a little marshmallow hand. Like, look at that, that's so cute. But the claws should even it out, make it like a bit more not so cutesy, maybe. The claws are going to be somewhat long, I think, so it'll, you know, extend these fingers so they're not just little marshmallows anymore. Oh, look at them, they're little marshmallows. Oh! I do actually really like this paw pattern. I think I'm probably gonna make a symmetrical version that I can use. This one's not symmetrical because you can see there's like this little thumb jutting out here, but I might make a symmetrical version to make like little marshmallow paws with it. I do like it, I like it. So now it just needs claws and the cuff adding. I'll ask my client what colour cuff they want on these. But I'm going to stop work for the day because it is 4 o'clock, so there's what I've done today. Oh yeah, look at these cute scissors I got in Tesco's like yesterday. Look at them, they're so cute. They're in like lilac, light purple. Love them. They cost me 19 pence. 19 pence. They're a bit wonky, but can I really complain for 19p? Like, wow. I'm probably just going to use them as like thread snips or something. But no, cute scissors, and I like them. You know, I'm actually really happy with how that head turned out. I know I keep saying it. Do I keep saying it? I keep saying it to myself. I'll look over and be like, dang, that turned out good. Well, today I am sewing up fingers. I started work a little bit early today, actually. I started at 9:30. Normally I start at 10, but I was kind of bored. I was like, it's 9:30 and I don't know what to do. So I just started sewing, you know. I mean, I can multitask while I sew. I can watch videos or listen to whatever, you know. Right now I'm watching someone talk about their anime figures that they've bought. I'm watching a figure haul, which reminds me, did I show you that I've pre-ordered the Yu-Gi-Oh! Yami Pop-Up Parade figure? I'll show you that in a second, actually. So here's the figure I've pre-ordered. It's the Yami Yugi Pop-Up Parade. And I'm so excited for him. I debated whether I was going to get him for like a whole month before I was like, I need him. But I mean, what really spurred me on to get him was that it was my birthday recently, so I received a Yami Yugi Nendoroid and also a Yugi figure, and then I was like, yeah, let's get this one as well. I ordered via Yokaiju. I've never used Yokaiju before, so I can't tell you anything about them. I did some like little Google searches and found some reviews on Reddit. But yeah, This was the best price I could find as well. Other sites had like $29.99, which was like, that's cheaper, but it's free postage over £30 on most sites, and you know, $29.99 doesn't quite qualify for that. So this is my cheapest option to kind of like include the postage. But there's gonna be no import fees apparently. I'll probably do an unboxing when it gets here. I'm so excited, but I have to wait a little while. So excited for him. No clue where he's gonna go on this desk though. I mean, everywhere's full of toys and figures. Wrinkly. I've got the hand sewn together. Now I just have to, you know, stuff it and sew the lining. I need to sew the lining in. But like, it's all sewn together, and it's only 12, so I got that done faster than I thought. Well, I managed to sew up all of these claws on my machine. I've never done machine sewn claws before because I'm scared to use my sewing machine. But because my wrists have been so bad recently, and also these claws are made with minky, and this minky has a actual backing. Can you see that? It's out of focus. This minky has like an actual woven backing rather than this curl fleece, which doesn't have any kind of backing whatsoever. I could actually, you know, draw on this to be able to follow a line on my sewing machine. So I managed to just do all these on my sewing machine, and it saved me so much time and so much wrist pain. My wrist hurts. Yeah, who would have guessed? Wow. So I'm very glad that I managed to get that all done on my sewing machine. Anyway, now I do have to do some hand sewing. Well, first of all, I have to stuff these claws. I need some polyfill in them so they aren't just floppy things. Then I will have to ladder stitch them onto my fingers here. So there we go. We just had a robin in the kitchen. A robin had come in through the door because we usually keep the kitchen door open because it leads, you know, like our back door is connected to the kitchen. Is this making any sense? Basically, our back door leads directly into the kitchen. So we normally have it open when the weather's alright, so yeah, Robin must have come in and then it was all stressed out and confused. So my dad called me down into the kitchen. I'm not sure what to do. We did get it out with a towel, and you know, the poor thing was really stressed out. It was hyperventilating. You know, you can tell when a bird is really stressed because it opens its mouth and it just is flapping around all panicked, you know. We got it out and it flew away. So I think it'll be staying away from our house for a while because it'll be very freaked out. I mean, it's not the first time we've had birds in the kitchen. We do get the odd one in every now and again because we do feed the birds as well, so they like to hang around. Well, I have sewn on the claws onto one hand. I still have the other one to go. And I really like these. I really like how these are turning out. I just need to ask what kind of cuff colour we're going to do. So I'll message my client about that. And yeah, after the Paws is done, then Killian is ready to go to America. That's exciting. Proof that I do actually hoover in here. Just the floor is always covered in fluff because, you know, fursuit maker. So by tomorrow, this will be covered in fur fluff again, and it will look like I never clean. But I did hoover today, so that's good. Well, it's currently Tuesday. I had to take Monday off because I was quite unwell. And I watched Haikyuu the entire day. It's my first time watching Haikyuu, aside from a few episodes a few years ago, but you know, I don't really remember what happened then. So, first time watching Haikyuu, I am enjoying it, it's quite good. What else? What else is going on? Well, yeah, I said it's currently Tuesday, and I'm just sewing claws onto the second hand. This is the last one going on now. And then this weekend I'm going to a little local convention called Phantasmagoria. It was the last convention I went to before the thing happened in the world. It'll be nice to go back to it. It's a little, like a very small local convention attended by older people mostly, so but older people. What I mean is it doesn't really attract many teens, which is kind of refreshing for me because, you know, I look like a teenager, so I do find that teenagers try to interact with me a lot when I'm at a convention. But no, I am an adult. Yeah, anyway, point is, I'm going with a friend, and I might record a little bit for the vlog, but maybe not, we'll see. It is a very small local convention. A few vendors, I don't think there's any real events that go on for it. People just kind of show up, buy things, take a couple pictures, and leave. Well, I have cut the fabric to do the cuffs, but I noticed that this minky, probably can't see it on camera, but you can feel it in person. Can we see it? There's like some damage to the fibres. I probably just stored this badly because I've had this minky for a while, but it's, I don't know, it just isn't right. So I'm probably gonna have to scrap these or use these on a personal project. It really blows out the camera. That is quite the bright red on the camera. It's a little duller in person. Anyway, I'm not happy with the quality of the fabric on this, so I'm probably gonna see if I can maybe cut some new bits from here. It's still a little bit damaged over here, but it's okay for like the majority of it, and this is just cutting into that bit of damage over here. I don't know what it is. I think I just stored this really badly or something. But I should be able to cut another couple of okay pieces if I'm lucky. Yeah. Well, I have sewn round the cuffs on the machine. I cut new red fabric, and this one's a bit better. I don't think there's any of that strangeness going on. If there is, I haven't noticed it yet. Maybe a little bit there, but no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but anyway, now all I have to do is turn this into there and ladder stitch around the inside, and that gives it a nice finish. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but this is the way that's worked for me so far. I know with bias binding tape stuff, you like fold it and sew it and fold it again and sew it, but that leaves you with a visible seam. So, you know, it's just personal preference. I like to hide all of my seams, so yeah. Anyway, I better get on with it. One hand done. So I've cuffed it and it's all finished. Now I just have one more to do, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because it's currently 20 to 6. Wow, that day went kind of quickly, but to be fair, I did start working kind of late today, so it's fine. Anyway, tomorrow I'll be finishing that paw, hopefully, provided I'm still in good health. And then I'll need to take photos, and then Killian will go off to America. That's exciting. It is officially the last day of working on Killian, because I'm probably going to finish this one seam in the next few minutes. So yeah, it's been fun. I really enjoyed working on Killian. It was really fun. Well, Killian's hands are done, so that's exciting because it means Killian is done. I finished his tail, which is over here. It's quite messy over here because my sister came back from uni for a bit, so we have all the stuff I usually shove into her bedroom. So that's my spare foam, that's the monkey pre-made, that is polyfill. You know, these are my fursuits, and this is the project one we're working on. I've been sewing in like one tooth a day, just to, you know, slowly but surely get it done. Yeah, so it's a bit messy in here. It's clean, it's just messy. Anyway, really excited because Killian is done. There's probably gonna be pictures, like, you know, the pictures I post online to show off the creation soon. I will take those pictures soon. I probably need to, you know, plan an outfit to go with him, with the colour scheme and stuff, so I'll do that. I did get a cool jacket the other day, so maybe I can wear that with him, we'll see. Yeah. I'm not sure what the next clip is going to be, because I do have things that I'd like to finish up in the vlog, such as maybe finishing up this little fursuit here. Maybe I could also show a couple of clips of... Well, no, there's not really much to show at Phantasmagoria. And I don't really like to film at conventions like Thought Bubble, so I guess I will finish that fursuit, and then we can have that fursuit's photo shoot, along with this fursuit's photo shoot, and that will be the end of the vlog, probably. Yeah. I don't want to sign off yet, because there's probably going to be more clips of this, so... It continues! Yay! So with Killian done, now I can work on this suit. This is Try. I've been working on Try while I've been working on Killian, but, you know, not as much. But no, I can now just focus on this suit, but not too much, because I'm still, you know, recovering from tendinitis. But, you know, I can at least do a bit of work on him. Get this all sewn in. I'm only going around these teeth once. Normally on commission work I will go around teeth twice with the ladder stitch for extra security, but, you know, for this suit and to save my wrists, just once. But also, like, these aren't going anywhere. They're in there. And it's not like anyone's going to be yanking at these teeth, is it? So, I mean, I'd hope they weren't. That would be kind of sad for me, you know? Today we did Killian's photo shoot, so here's some pictures, or the best ones that we got. It was really fun to do the photo shoot. I just really enjoyed suiting as Killian for the, like, 5 minutes that we took photos with. I really like this photo. This one's my favourite. I also did, like, this one with, like, his name there, but I don't know if I'll post that one, but, you know, there it is. It exists. It's in my computer. Oh, and then I've done, like, a video that needs editing, so there's that. So my friend came over, the friend who's wearing this cosplay, and, well, we got some things done. So I worked on the head, and I got the head pretty much done, aside from the pink triangle. So all of the teeth are sewn in, the tongue's in there, got little eyebrows and a neck. The neck turned out a little bit shorter than I would have liked, but, you know, it's okay. So this just needs the pink triangle now. My friend worked on the paws, so we used my bird claw pattern because it worked best for the character, and we extended them up the arms quite a lot. So there's those that my friend sewed, and then I worked on the tail, so we have the pattern there, and around here we have this tail that still needs finishing. But there's what we have so far, and you can see I've been attempting the pink triangle, so I was like, oh, maybe I can do like 3 strips and turn them out. That didn't work. One strip that's just like the triangle shape, but I turn it out. You see, I've like cut around all of the back. That didn't work either. So I'm rethinking that. That'll take me a few more days of brainstorming, I think. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, so that one's a bit tricky, but we are going to Phantasmagoria today, so my friend is probably going to wear this because, you know, it's wearable. It's still like a suit. It looks finished. It just needs, you know, triangle adding, but that can come later. And I'll probably be wearing Triceratops, who is over there in the messy corner of fabrics and materials. And yeah, my room is too small. Well, we are back from Phantasmagoria. My friend went home, and here's what I got at the convention. So first I got these 2 pin badges. I got the little Triceratops because I was there as Triceratops. We took a few pictures with people, so here's some photos with people that were taken. There you go. I was wearing a mask under my fursuit, by the way, so yeah. Anyway, then I got this T-Rex pin badge. my mum bought me this as a little surprise, which is a little bat pin badge. After she gave it to me, she kind of realised, like, I think I gave you one of these a couple of years ago, and I was like, you did, but, you know, I don't mind. I like bats. Bats are one of my favourite animals, so... Anyway, then I got these 2 necklaces. I got this cool wolf one, which is really cool, like, look at that. It's really heavy as well, it's like metal, so that's cool. And I also got these vampire teeth, so they're made of metal, and they have like this little bead that looks like a drop of blood. I thought they were really cool. So that's my little haul from the convention. Had a great time, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to it again next year, hopefully. My friend wore the head and the hand paws, which are unfinished. They don't have claws on yet, but I quickly zipped them on the machine. I did a little zigzag. I can't talk. Zigzag stitch around the top there just to, you know, sort of finish them off. We're not doing like full out proper fursuit levels of things on this. You know, I'm taking it easy as much as I can, so I'm gonna get my boyfriend to sew the claws on here. Like, I'm gonna do them on the machine and then get him to sew them onto the hands, so it spreads the work out a bit. And my friend sewed up the paws, so I think I said that last night, but anyway. And then also I'm currently working on getting Killian packaged up, because Killian is ready to go. I just need to get, or make, I need to make a massive cardboard box. I think he's 26 inches wide at the fringe, and the fringe can't really be bent too much, so just need a 26-inch wide box. I think it needs to be about, 22 inches tall and like 18 inches deep. So this box needs to be absolutely massive, plus room for this tail. The paws will shove into the head, so it's fine. But it's been quite difficult trying to find enough cardboard, so that's tomorrow's job, finding cardboard for Killian. So Killian is on his way to America, just posted him like an hour ago, so it's currently Friday though, so he probably won't escape the UK today, because, you know, just postage times. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. It could be a week, it could be 3 weeks, it really just depends on how long it takes to get there, you know. But no, it's all fully tracked and insured and signed for, so it should be okay. Don't want to jinx it though. Anyway, now all I have to do in this vlog is to finish up this suit here, which is Try from the Magnum Bullets music video. And all this head needs is the pink triangle adding. Still not entirely sure how I'm making that. Like, I've gone through a couple different methods, as I probably showed earlier, and it just didn't work. So, guess I'll try again. Haha, try. Anyway, also the paws need some claws. I'm very happy and grateful that my friend, who is wearing this cosplay, did the sewing for the paws, so that cut some work out for me. Bryden gets to sew all of the claws on, so he doesn't get a choice. I'm just going to be like, hey Bryden, here's a paw, here's the claws, and get on with it. He's happy to do it for me. Yeah, I'm grateful for him. Anyway, so this suit is almost done. Well, it's very sturdy as well. Like, you can be rough with this suit. It's not gonna break, as with all of my suits. I'm thinking I want to try out fabric eyes as well. Like, this suit has painted mesh eyes, but I'm thinking I should try out doing like minky or something. I think that would be good, because then you could just like squish out like the entire head and it would be fine. So I might try that at some point. Well, I think I've solved the triangle problem. So last night I did an experiment where I put some PVA glue on a piece of plastic and I stuck it together, but I don't know what I was thinking, because PVA glue does not stick to plastic really. It peels off, so it peeled off obviously, so that didn't work. Then I was like, okay, let's try some super glue, and it wasn't great. It was a mixture of this could work, but also it kind of doesn't. On the side that the super glue is on, it gets all kind of dull and not fun. So that didn't work. Then I was like, okay, why don't we do all super glue? So then I double-sided this piece, but looks a bit ugly, so not that one. Then I was like, okay, why don't I draw a triangle out of super glue and then stick fabric over the top? That also didn't look brilliant. So I came up with a new method, which is to have my triangle cut out of the plastic and then do one little tiny dot of super glue at each corner so it's not very noticeable, and then just stick the fabric down. And yeah, it's not stuck down at every single corner, this method, but it looks good and it's easy enough to do. So I think this is the method, and also this way the triangle is kind of see-through, like that's pretty cool. So it's both less work for me and it looks pretty good. I think to attach it I will probably do some nylon string, like fishing wire type stuff, and the triangle is going to have like a cutout in the middle, so I can just do some fishing wire around it maybe. That might work well. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited because I have a method that should work. Hopefully, maybe I can probably cover up these little unsightly dots with like some glitter or something, you know, just have some very intentional glitter around it. So yeah, I guess we're almost done making try. Just need to make the triangle, and then I'm probably going to go over to Bryden's flat in a few days, and then he can help me finish up the tail and paws, and then it will be done! Exciting! We are having unforeseen issues, which I should have foreseen because, you know, work with fabrics as a living, and yet I did not think. But this fabric, this pink thing, this frays like quite a lot if you leave it unhemmed, so this method probably isn't a very good idea, which is a shame because it's nice. I tried to maybe like burn the edges with a flame and just singe the edges to seal them, but it just didn't really work with this fabric, so that's a shame. I don't think fray check like glue would work on this fabric either, just because of, you know, how bad the fray can be, and also it might leave a bit of a stain and remove the shine that we've got going on. So I'm gonna pause that for a little while, and now over here drying, it's still drying, I have this like glitter experiment going on. There is some pink glitter and then pink Sharpie that I've scribbled on the plastic. So once that dries, we'll see what it looks like. It's been a disaster. Look how short my fingernail is. I opened the freezer and I caught my nail on it and I slipped I opened it, but then this is the door. I got hold of the door and I slipped back and my nail snapped off. I was so sad. My nails are real if you don't know. So I hate having short nails. This is so uncomfortable. But I'm trimming all of my nails down to be short-ish because I can't stand having short nails. I just can't stand it. This happens every so often, you know. It's unavoidable. My nails are pretty strong, but you know, sometimes it happens. So today I have sewn up all of these claws on my machine. I'm just going to stress machine sewing because I cannot hand sew right now. My wrist hurts. So I did all these on the machine. It took me like, what, half an hour or something? Less? I don't know. I didn't really count the time. I stopped for a lunch break in between, so who knows. Anyway, then, so Bryden will be sewing all of these onto the hands. I'm going to put some toy stuffing in them, and then I'll be going over to his flat on Wednesday, so we can do that together. Or rather, I can direct him as he sews it, because I cannot sew right now. Anyway, I also did this. I've prepped this tail. Well, it's almost done. All this needs doing is ladder stitching all the way around here, and then it will be done. I've glued all this down, and I did blanket stitch across the top here. So this is almost done. So we're almost there. We're almost there. This and those are Bryden's job. My last thing that I need to do is make a pink sparkly triangle, which is so difficult. You don't know how difficult it is to make a pink sparkly triangle until you try to do it. So I'm still brainstorming on this pink sparkly triangle. Did I mention I didn't really like the glitter? Look, let's go look at the glitter. Ooh. here is the glitter. It didn't look very good, so that's yeah, I don't know what to do now. So back to the drawing board. I will say one thing though, for this particular project, at this point, because of how bad my wrists are, I'm going for finished is better than perfect. So some of these claws are a little bit different sizes. You know, it's okay. It's okay. My friend knows full well, like, my friend is, you know, very understanding about how my wrists are pretty bad right now, so yeah, finished is better than not finished. So that's the goal here. Oh, by the way, did I mention Killian arrived yesterday night in America, and I'm so happy, just very happy that the suit got there, and I can relax now. I don't have to worry about it going missing in the post because it's there. So yeah, that's some good news. The pink triangle saga continues. We're doing UV resin now. So I've done resin things before, but not very often. You know, I've got the materials, so I thought, well, I think, did I mention I was going to make a silicone mould? I cut a paper triangle and I was going to, you know, because of like shiny plastic, make a silicone mould with caulking, like silicone caulking, because that's cheaper than buying actual silicone, and it works fine. Anyway, point is, I might not need to do that now, because I'm doing a little test. This is my makeshift UV lamp setup. Got a little UV torch shining in toilet paper to reflect those UV beams back, and this is curing. By the way, when you're working with resin, make sure to wear like a mask. I've got my RZ mask, which I didn't realise does like really good things. I thought this was just like a dust mask, but no, it does do bacteria apparently, so it can get down real small, so it does fumes and vapours apparently, according to the website. So do your own research, don't listen to me. So I wore this while I was messing on with the resin, but you know, it's almost cured now, so I don't think I need the mask on anymore. But anyway, point is, we'll see how that looks, and I might not need to make a silicone mould. It might be a little bit patchy when it's like, if I do this method, but you know, as I said, finished is better than perfect today. It's Halloween today, and here's my resin experiments. So they are all a little bit sticky because UV resin takes forever to cure. The one I've got takes forever to cure, so that one's a bit sticky. That one and this one are both two different epoxy glues, just like straight up that glue that you can buy for like £1. And I was like, you know, that's technically resin, surely that'll work, and you know what, it does. So they're a bit sticky because I didn't mix them well enough, so you know, that's fine. But you know, just mix the sparkles in and it seems to be working just fine. I mean, look, it's sparkly. If it's still a bit sticky, I can always just coat it with like, I don't know, sealant or something, you know. So I did notice that one of them, this middle one, had a bit of a yellow tinge to it, but unfortunately they don't seem to sell the clear one anymore at Poundland, so yeah, I think we'll just have a bit of a yellow tinge in it, but you know, it's fine because it is like tinted pink. I'll probably go for a bit of a stronger pink. It looks a bit better on camera than it does in real life. All of these are very transparent, so I'd like to make them a little bit more opaque with the amount of paint I add. All I've added is some glitter and some acrylic paint. Literally just the magenta one from De La Rowney, so nothing expensive. So I guess I should get on and make a pink sparkly triangle today. I think the pink triangle is done. Look at this. It's pink, it's sparkly, it's made of epoxy resin glue. Not epoxy resin from a bottle, I mean literal that glue that you buy for like £1 from Poundland. And you know what? I don't think I could do any better for a materials cost of about £3, so here it is. I actually ran out of resin while I was making this. Well, not ran out, it actually, it dried in the middle of making it. So I had to mix up a new batch. So we have 2 different tones going on, but you know, it looks okay from the front, and it's only the front that matters, right? And like I said, finished is better than perfect. Oh, there is a lot of noises going on. The fire is boiling. To turn the radiator pump on. Yeah. Oh yeah, when I say we have like fires, I mean this is how the house is kept warm, because it's winter and we don't have like proper heating. This is what heats the entire house. And my room is surprisingly quite warm. Usually it's freezing by this time of year, but you know, for some reason it's been quite warm. Well, probably thanks to this. You know, I think it could do with another layer of resin. Yeah, it's not my best work. I mean, yeah, I know I said finished is better than perfect, but yeah, it just looks a little bit bad. Well, that might scare the neighbours. Well, it's finally done. It's finally done. This triangle turned out a little bit different to how I would have liked it to. It's a little bit darker in colour than the like the one in the actual music video is. But you know, finished is better than perfect, and it's certainly finished. I ended up having to use the back side of the triangle because when I added another layer of resin, I kind of got it on the front side, but that's okay because it looks decent, especially from a distance. And it's currently, you know, social distancing is a thing that we are going to be doing for sure. So you want to be stood a distance away. We will both be wearing masks under our fursuits, so yeah. Anyway, this suit is done. It's finally done. For this triangle, I tacked it down with 3 stitches with this like nylon thread. We're out of focus. It's got this nylon thread in 3 places. It does tend to fall one direction or the other. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm really happy with how the mouth turned out. That's my favourite part of the suit, the mouth. Just all these teeth. I'm glad we used less teeth than we were originally going to, so it looks a little bit better with less teeth, which is good. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I guess next up should be some photos of this suit worn as the full cosplay of my friend wearing it, so enjoy that. I'm really happy I finished it. Anyway, so I'm going to be wearing Jester and Tricerobat at Thought Bubble. There's probably going to be a haul of the things I bought at Thought Bubble, probably. That'll be up well before this vlog if it goes up. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I'm going to sign off now. So thank you so much for watching. Please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts. It's not very nice. So maybe shake his hand instead. With that being said, I hope to see you in the next one. And I'm glad this vlog is finally finished filming because it has been months. Thanks for watching, bye!